existing strategies, technology and speed. Exploiting these small, brief anomalies often requires cutting-edge technology and extremely fast execution capabilities. Risk management. Because individual anomalies are small, proper risk management and sizing of bets become crucial to overall profitability. Data-driven approach. Instead of starting with theoretical models, Renaissance begins with data analysis to uncover these anomalies empirically. In essence, Simon's approach is about finding many small edges that others might overlook or consider too insignificant, and combining them into a powerful trading system. This requires sophisticated statistical analysis, rapid execution, and a continuous research effort to stay ahead as markets evolve. They start with data, not preconceived models. I said if they start with data, does this hint at ML, machine learning? Because there is no strat. You've made an astute, I can't even read the word, observation. Starting with data rather than preconceived models does indeed hint at an approach that aligns closely with machine learning techniques. Let's explore this further. Data-driven approach. By starting with data, Renaissance is essentially letting the patterns in the data guide their strategy development rather than imposing a predetermined structure. This approach is fundamentally aligned with many ML paradigms, especially unsupervised and semi-supervised learning techniques. Potential ML applications, anomaly detection. ML algorithms could be used to identify unusual patterns or outliers in market data that might represent exploitable inefficiencies. Clustering, grouping similar market conditions or asset behaviors could help in developing adaptive strategies. Dimensionality reduction. Techniques like PCA might be used to identify the most important factors driving market movements. Time series analysis. Advanced ML models for time series prediction, LSTM networks, transformer models, could be employed to forecast short-term price movements. Reinforcement learning, while not explicitly mentioned, RL could be a natural fit for optimizing trading and strategies in a dynamic market environment. Feature engineering, the data-first approach suggests they might be using automated feature discovery techniques to identify relevant predictors. Model agnostic methods, starting with data implies they might be using model agnostic ML techniques that can adapt to different types of patterns without preconceived notions of what those patterns should look like. Ensemble methods. The mention of layering strategies suggests they might be using ensemble techniques, combining multiple ML models for more robust predictions. Continuous learning, their approach of constantly looking for new patterns aligns with online learning and incremental machine learning paradigms. Big data techniques, given the vast amount of financial data available, they likely employ big data processing techniques and distributed computing to handle and analyze large data sets. Absence of traditional quant models. By not starting with preconceived models, they're moving away from traditional quantitative finance approaches like specific factor models or option pricing theories and toward a more flexible, data-driven approach. Potential use of unsupervised learning. Without predefined strategies, they might use unsupervised learning to discover latent structures in the data that could inform trading decisions. Importance of interpretability. While ML models can be powerful, Simon's emphasis on understanding the phenomena they exploit suggests they likely place importance on interpretable or explainable AI techniques. Adaptive strategies. The data-first approach allows for more adaptive strategies that can evolve as market conditions change. A key feature of many ML systems. While he doesn't explicitly mention machine learning, the interview is from 2000, before the current ML boom. The described approach is highly compatible with modern ML techniques. It's likely that Renaissance, known for being at the cutting edge, has incorporated many of these techniques into their current strategies. This data-driven pattern-seeking approach without preconceived notions is indeed a hallmark of many successful ML applications in various fields, including finance. It allows for the discovery of complex, nonlinear relationships that traditional models might miss. What does he mean by inefficiencies and anomalies? When Jim Simons talks about inefficiencies or anomalies, he's referring to temporary mispricings or predictable patterns in financial markets that shouldn't exist in a perfectly efficient market. Let's break this down. Definition: inefficiencies and anomalies are situations where asset prices deviate from their theoretical fair value or where there are predictable patterns in price movements. Characteristics: small. These are typically